I turned 32 in June, and there are 5 things that I wish I did differently. Well, not all of them, but yeah, I wish I did differently in my 20s. Hi, Chiamaka here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is very personal. Is it? Actually, it is. It's personal. So I'll just be talking about the things that I wish I did differently in my 30s, or the mistakes that I see younger people making. Not necessarily, I don't think I did the last one, like, or one of the mistakes. I don't think I'm doing that or I did that, but I see a lot of people do that mistake and they're in their 20s. I'm like, girl, mostly girls, like, I don't know, I don't really observe me, but girl, you're not supposed to be doing that. So if you're in your 20s, you might want to stick around for this one. Yeah, let's get right into the video. One of the things you regret in your 20s is perfection, chasing perfection, you're always waiting for everything to be perfect before you do things. Like, that's one of the things I regret. And you are going to regret doing that if you're in your 20s. Always waiting for everything to be perfect, everything to be aligned before you start anything. That is not a good thing. Start anyhow. I know you hear this a lot, but some of you have not been able to really assimilate the fact that you just have to start. Everything must not be perfect. You must not figure out everything. You must not have the perfect background when you want to if you want to be a creator. You must not have the perfect tools. You must not have the perfect everything. Stop chasing perfection when you want to do anything. You're trying to not look, how do I want to put it, rough or rugged. You shouldn't do that. You're going to regret doing that, and you'll find out that a lot of people who started without the perfect tools, the perfect situations, you see that they've gone far and they've perfected what they started. So in your 20s, and this is something I did a lot, I would have started creating content for a very, very long time. But because I felt like, oh, I'm in my parents' house, oh, we don't have the perfect background, oh, we don't do this, we don't do that, I kind of like delayed it. I delayed creating content for a very long time. I know I wanted to sit down and talk to people. I wanted to sit down and do this, what I'm doing. But I was always looking for this perfect, oh, I don't have a ring light when my father's parlor had perfect natural lighting. In fact, there are some of the videos on this channel that I shot in my father's parlor that had perfect natural light. I didn't have any ring lights on. Oh, blah blah blah. When you go back to a lot of this big YouTubers, if you check their first video, and that's one feature I'm really, really grateful for, to YouTube for. If you check their first ever videos, you will see that it's not perfect. You'll be like, oh my god, is it this person? Oh my god, this was how the person started, blah 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 blah. Please, this is your sign to not chase perfection when you're pursuing something. Just do it. Just do it. As long as you have the basics, like you have yourself. If I'm talking to content creators, that you have yourself, you want to talk to you want to be a content creator, you have yourself, you have your phone, you have some people say they don't even have phone, they'll go and borrow phone. I remember Anastasia saying that sometimes she borrows somebody's phone to film so she can upload on YouTube. So perfection was a very big error on my own side. I regret waiting for perfection. I still battle with that, trying to wanting everything to be perfect. But at least I'm much better right now. If I had the same mindset that I have now about perfection, I would have started my YouTube channel a long time ago. Another thing I regret doing in my 20s that you would regret doing in your 20s is inconsistency, not being consistent. That is the worst kind of mistake you're going to do to yourself. I did that a lot in my 20s. Being inconsistent, I would do this, learn this, be motivated, do this now. I would put in all my best. For me, I feel like it's always the initial energy. The initial energy is always very high. And after a while, it just goes down and I'm no longer consistent. I regret, and you will regret being inconsistent in your 20s. I wish I had stuck to something for at least 6 months. 6 months before giving up on it. Oh, 6 months is even too small. Like 1 year. If you are able to stick to something for 6 to 12 months, trust me, that thing is going to start making sense after a while. If just be consistent. I was not consistent with anything in my 20s. Like that's the thing. I did a whole lot of things, but was not consistent at anything. The only thing I even had a little bit of consistency with is YouTube. But then I didn't even really start YouTube in my 20s. I started it towards the end of my 20s. I started YouTube 2022, and that was like how many years before before I was supposed to start it. But I started it 2022, and yeah, I was inconsistent. Even with YouTube, I'm inconsistent. If you check my history, my posting history, you see that I was so inconsistent. Today, although sometimes life happens. Come on, life happens, and YouTube is not a shiri place. It's not like any other platform. You have to have your head squared in and everything. But then there are people doing it and they are consistent, so they don't have two heads. I was inconsistent in my 20s. Still am. I'm still battling with inconsistency. But if you can avoid it in your 20s, please do. You do not want to be inconsistent. You're going to regret being inconsistent in your 20s. I mean, consistency does not really guarantee overnight success, yeah? But you would notice that there's growth. Being consistent, you're going to see that, oh, you're growing and everything. And at one point, it's going to be like a ripple effect. But it's because you've been consistent throughout the years, throughout the months, throughout the week. I feel like this next regret goes hand in hand with inconsistency because it's procrastination that leads to you being inconsistent. Oh my god, I can procrastinate. Hey, Jesus, I can procrastinate. I'll procrastinate even eating. I'll procrastinate eating. Oh, I'll eat around 12 today. Okay, maybe I should eat around 1. Okay, maybe I should eat around 3. And I realize I've gone the whole day and not and I've not had anything. I'll probably 5 p.m. But then one weird thing about me, let me digress, is that the day I do not procrastinate, I end up doing a whole lot of things. Like I will do everything, like even things that people will be like, today that you're walking like this. So it's crazy, yeah. But let's not go into that. Procrastination is something you're going to regret in your 20s because you're going to look at all that time that you've wasted and imagine the things that you would have used it to do. You're just going to be regretting, like, if I had known, no, I wouldn't have done this. I would have been doing this one. I would have, trust me, you do not want to procrastinate. Try, it's hard. It's hard. As somebody who's battling with procrastination, I'm going to tell you that it is hard to get rid of procrastination in your life. Very, very hard, very, very tough. But it's not entirely undoable. You need to get rid of procrastination because you're going to regret doing that in your 20s. You're going to regret putting off things. Okay, let me just do this. Oh, I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. And then you find out that at the end of the day, you're not going to do it again. And then that leads to inconsistency. You're not going to, today, I'll do it tomorrow. I did a, oh my God, I still procrastinate, but it was worse in my 20s because I felt I had enough time. Like, I mean, I'm just going to do it next year, this year, whenever I'm going to do it. But yeah, you're going to regret doing that. Don't do that. This particular point, this particular regret, I don't think it's peculiar to me, but I see a lot of people, or I saw a lot of people do it growing up with my friends who were in their 20s, or when we were in our 20s or 30s, caring too much what people think. Oh my God, that is something that's a disservice you're going to do to yourself because people don't really care. I remember my cousin asking me one day, I don't know the discussion that led to it, and then she was like, do you remember what I wore last week Sunday? And I said, no, I don't remember what I wore like last week Sunday. And she was like, yeah, that's exactly how people don't even remember things about you. People don't even care. People don't even care. Even you don't even remember what you probably will not even remember what you wore last week Sunday. So people don't really care. People are not really looking at you. So caring so much what people say, oh, maybe people say you don't chase that dream, you don't create that kind of content idea that you have, oh, you're trying to be a funny person on TikTok and say, oh, no, 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 people are going to look at me like an unserious person. They're going to think I'm fooling and everything. I mean, you are in your 20s. You have your whole life ahead of you. I mean, a lot of people started out being one thing, and then at the end of the day, they progress into another thing because that initial one thing that they started was the thing that put them in the limelight. So, caring so much what people think. To an extent, I was not somebody who cared. I didn't care. I don't care what people think about me. I had other things that I did was the things that like limited me, but not me thinking, what will people say? What will people say? That is something you need to eliminate. You are going to regret doing it in your 20s because people don't really care. At the end of the day, they don't care. People don't care. People, even if they care, they're just going to care for like 3 days, 1 week max. They move on to another thing. So do not care what people say. Do not get rid of that mentality and chase whatever it is that you want to chase. Do not care what people say. Thank you. This one, I am very, very guilty of this one. I was always comparing. It wasn't coming from a place of hate. I don't really like, I'm not really a competitive person, which I think is also a bad thing. Yeah, because competition brings motivation. But then I would compare myself like, oh, look at this person. Oh, this person is doing this. Oh, I'm not doing this. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You do not want to do that in your 20s. You should be comparing yourself. Like when you're comparing yourself currently, your present self with your past self, that is the real metrics that you should use, honestly. Like if you're comparing your present self with your past self and you find out that, oh, in my past self, I could do this, but I can't do this now, probably because there's financial constraints, or this was not a problem for me like 2 years ago. I had money to do all these things, but now I can't do it because I don't have money. That is the kind of comparison you should be doing. Or, oh, I did not have money to do this thing 2 years ago, or now I can do this. Like it's crazy that I can do this easily, I did not bat an eyelid because I have money now. That's the kind of comparison. It gives you an idea if you're going forward in life or you're moving backward, or using yourself to compare other people. No, come on. Everybody has their own time. Everybody has their own timing. Everybody's timing is not the same thing. You should compare yourself with your past self, your current self. I did the comparison thing a lot. Oh my God, did I compare? Did I would compare like, oh, look at this person. But especially in terms of finance and career, that's where I compared myself in. Trust me, other things I don't really compare myself. I'm not really a competitive person per se, which is also not a good thing. But then I compared myself with other people. Like, this person business don't go foul, and this person blah 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 don't do that to yourself. I mean, comparison is good. Like appraising yourself is good, self-appraisal is good, but appraise yourself with the former you, not other people. Don't do that. Everybody's life is not the same. Everybody do not have the same parents, not have the same life. All fingers are not equal. Even your fingers, look at, can you see this one? This one is the longest one. This one is the longest one. It's the middle finger. It's not equal. It's not the same thing. So please don't do that to yourself. Thank you. This last one is a bonus tip or a bonus whatever. It's shy a bonus. Be quick to leave relationships that do not serve you. And I'm talking about friendship, jobs, um, dating, whatever. Be quick to leave. If your people are not aligned, give up easily. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Give up when you see that it's not working, and you know that in the depth of your heart, that this is not gonna work. This job, I cannot survive this job. I will never like this job. I will never. I don't see any future in this job. Be quick. Don't be scared to resign and get another job. Don't be scared. Don't say, "Oh, if I don't resign, am I going to survive?" Don't do that. You're in your 20s. This is when you can take risk. You can take risk now. When do you want to take it? When you give birth, when you have children, when you have responsibilities. No, don't do that. Be quick to like resign. You know, they serve me, I don't come out. This place is toxic. I'm not growing in this place. Resign. This relationship is not serving me. It's not giving me what I want. I don't know. I'm not. You have time. Resign. Sack the boyfriend. Sack the girlfriend. It cannot work. It's not going anywhere. I don't see any future in this thing. It's not going anywhere. Quit. Don't force things. You're forcing things, trying to make things work, things that are not meant to work. You're trying to make it work. The only thing that I feel like you should not give up on is maybe your passion, your dreams, your vision. Don't give up on those. But if it's something that particularly involves a third person, a second person, if it's something that involves a second person, that involves another person, you know that, oh, this person cannot change. You cannot influence this person's change, or you cannot influence the fact that this job is a toxic job. You cannot influence it. Give up. Basically, just give up. Give up and go back to the drawing boards, re-strategize, think of another thing. Give up. Don't you have enough time? Give up. Give up. This is the time that you can give up. I mean, don't go staying in a toxic job for 5 years, 6 years that you know you're not growing, you're just there because you're scared. You're too scared to attempt anything. You're with a man or a girl for many years, you're too scared to leave them because you feel there's nothing better for you outside. Yeah, your friends, these your friends are very useless friends. I don't know how to make my statement most times. Stop being condescending sometimes. It's something I need to work on. But then, they're very useless friends. They're not adding any value to your life, real value to your life. You know that this friendship is stupid. It's a rubbish friendship. And you're still there because you're scared. Oh, how am I going to get new friends? Or you're scared to tell the person, or you're scared to hurt the person's feeling. In life, you hurt people. You will hurt people. People not hurting you. So that is to tell you that you cannot be Jesus. Give up if it's not working. That's a bonus tip. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Like my video, share, comment your own opinions. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm tired of begging you guys. I'm tired. Do you want me to cook? Please subscribe. It's just click and that's it. I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Bye.